Take me away from home, away from
So yes, a small mistake last week. Whilst trying to outrun the summer storm, we'd crossed the Loire, so had definitely left Brittany. Welcome to a little bit of the Loire Atlantique. Where are you off to then?
Going to take a photo again.
Of what?
Of fishing. I don't know what huts, but they're on stilts. Again. But they've got a pier going up to them. Each one has got its own walkway going up to it.
So thinking back to our other French adventures, and I've said find water, find park ups. Well, this region, guys, much as there's parking here, there's loads of motorhomes in this particular one, but as you come through this park, this wildlife reserve, park ups everywhere. So again, I don't know what would bring you out this way, but other than following the coast, but this area is worth putting on your map. And as you come along the coast, plenty of park ups. Brilliant. This morning we're finding loads. And the other good thing about these locations, again, guys, parking, beach, perfect. Not massive hikes, but definitely a photo or two here. Bit windy again today, so apologies for any wind buffeting noise going through the mic. Like I've said before, guys, like I've said that before. Like I said before, guys, as much as you may not be into photography, you know, these locations make any kind of travelling more interesting. It makes definitely part of the journey. So you don't have to be into photography to enjoy places like this, and it gives you a chance to appreciate the area more. If the tide was in, then I'd put a filter in front of the lens to slow down my shutter speed, which are then any little ripples or waves that are coming in, it'd flatten them out and give them that dreamy feel to them. Because the tide's so far out, there's no point in putting a filter on. So yeah, and I said earlier, this location is full of wildlife, full of seabirds, and internally it must be some kind of salt lakes, but there was herons, and I saw my first ever kingfisher. First ever, but didn't get a chance to take a picture, unfortunately, it flew off. But yeah, an amazing area. You could probably spend a couple of days here, guys, if you're into wildlife, bimbling around inside the internal salt lakes and the trapped water. Some of it will be fresh water, and then come out to these here. So I'm going to put the big lens on now and see if I can take a couple of pictures of some waders, different birds. Not my thing, it's not my bag. I love landscape, but yeah, let's see how we get on. So there's miles and miles of these piers along this particular section. It goes right around the bay. I would get the drone up just to show you how impressive they are collectively together. And here we're in an actual reserve, so I won't be doing that today. It's a shame because it's quite impressive. So I think in a minute we'll get our stuff back in. You could stay here all day, guys, wait for the tide to come in, and get a different picture, but I think we'll leave that for today and we'll head off and we'll find somewhere to have some lunch as we track our way inland. And yeah, I think bacon sandwiches.
Oh yes, bacon sandwich. So Tony's just heading back to the van. We've both been taking pictures of different like little fishing piers, and we'll see what we get. I'm just packing up now, but I have been taking a picture of this pier. This one just here. Tony actually brought me over to this one. I was working on a couple just up the other way, but he was saying about the contrast, and he is very right with the dark cabin, the long walkway, and the fact there's no gates stopping people from getting there, which means you can see all the way up that gangway. Could be a really good photo. So now we are gonna have our bacon sandwiches as Tony has promised me. Oh, makes my mouth water. Bacon sandwiches, cup of tea, and yeah, head on, see what else there is that we can photograph around, well, I suppose this area. We're now in the Loire Atlantique, so yeah, level with the Loire but across to the coast. So we are out of Bretagne now. For now, definitely bacon sandwiches, tea. So if you excuse the state of my hair, it's everywhere, I know. It's a bit breezy here today, not too bad, but there is a breeze. Every time I sort of bent down to look through my camera, my hair was in my face. I could not see anything that I was doing. But this is a really gorgeous area. A great little air. It's only small, and, well, quite busy actually. But there are places all along here to park up. Lovely little beach, really clean, and popular with sort of dog walkers. We've seen a lot of twitchers, people bird watching, and along the coast yesterday evening there were a few photographers alongside us as well. So it is a popular place, and I can see why. It is really nice. It's very peaceful. Yeah, clean. Make a great walk, and obviously you've got the air available.
Tea or coffee, my dear?
Oh, tea please.
Which one?
Considering I've never drunk coffee in my life. I've drunk it once, I don't like it. He should know that. We've been married a long time, we've been together even longer.
Earl Grey, my dear, or Nuit Passible.
Now he's trying to send me to sleep. Earl Grey, please.
Well, that was difficult, wasn't it?
Well, I was lied to. I was told a cup of tea and a bacon sandwich. I've since been told I've got to wait for the bacon sandwich until we get to the next park up and the next place to photograph. So I am feeling a little cheated at the moment. I have my cup of tea. It's lovely, but I had to make it myself.
What?
Tony boiled the kettle.
She does such a great job of pouring the hot water onto the tea bag. Amazing. Thank you. I mean, I don't know what to do without you, sweetheart. The difficulty, the complexity of putting that water into the cup is outstanding. All I'm going to say is thank you so much. Don't know what to do without you.
But yes, so I made the tea, and then I got told no bacon sandwich until we get to the next park up. How far away is the next park up?
Well, hearing your stomach rumbling from here, I'm going to say 5 minutes down the road. I have no idea. We don't plan. You should know this by now. Are you new to these adventures or something?
I'm still getting used to them. But yeah, so a cup of tea. I have had a Lion bar. I've had to make do with a Lion bar rather than a bacon sandwich. Guys, you've got to feel sorry for me. Really have.
They do feel sorry for you, but not in that way.
You wouldn't think a bacon butty would be such a big deal, but it is, because it's British bacon. Some friends we've met up with, they brought it back because they've been back to the UK. And you just can't get it here. You can get very, very thin, crispy bacon, which actually I do really enjoy because I do like crispy bacon. but you can't get a British cut of bacon across France or Spain. So it's a bit of a treat, and I am looking forward to it. We'll finish these, we'll get on the road, and yeah, see where we end up next. You can stay here overnight. It's the air. There are a few motorhomes, camper vans parked up here, but it is quiet, and it is right on top of the beach.
I know I made mistakes, I know I lied. I should have noticed, yeah, I should have tried. And all the love that I just ignored, I'm gonna revive it, I'm gonna revive it.
As Claire's been whinging to you guys that she's starving, I've parked up, found a little parking area beside the main road, but dead opposite is an old chateau. Excuse me, is an old chateau. Now this is the kind of place that I'd love to go and walk around, but typically it's shut. And the reason I'd love to walk around it is because it's a ruin, and I much prefer them than the ones that are restored or completely maintained. So we'll have a little bacon sandwich,
Yay!
which I'm in charge of, and then we'll have a quick look at the chateau from a distance.
So we've just tidied up from having our bacon sandwiches, which were lovely. The chateau's, it could be really good, and we did want to get some drone footage of it as well for you. But I can't access it properly. You have to go up a bank and shoot through some fencing and all sorts. So it's not great. Also, you have to be really careful with your drones here. It's attached to a private dwelling, so you can't drone over the top of it. And photography here, you can't shoot in towards somebody's private property either. Much like if you have a property, your cameras can't point out and photograph people walking past. So yeah, we're a bit stuck for showing you the area. It's not a bad little park up to stop for lunch. Certainly if you're in a bigger motorhome and you're struggling to find parking in places, you could certainly park here. It's free for 24 hours. There's some grassed area next to us, so you can, if you've got a dog, you can take it for a walk, or if you want to go for a run around or whatever you want to do. But yeah, you can stay here, but that we can't get a picture of properly today. So Tony's there, and the castle chateau is just through there. That was the only place I could get a picture from of the chateau, so it's really difficult. I'm sure it's different if and when it's open to the public. It would be fantastic. There's also cattle in the field as well. So yeah, a difficult one. Unfortunately, there were signposts saying chateau, chateau, chateau all across the place, but a little bit disappointing when we get here and then we can't really see the chateau. But like we said, it's not a bad park up, certainly not bad for lunch.
Something you would have heard us say on previous adventures is, let the road take you on an adventure, and an adventure you will find. So we're now heading towards a windmill, but little did we know what we were about to stumble upon. Well, we've come up to a windmill. So I saw a windmill on the map, and I thought, let's go and take a picture of a windmill. They're very rare in France nowadays. Anyway, as we've come up to this place, the road up was unbelievable, as in picturesque, because we're surrounded by an old chateau and the grounds of an old chateau, and there's plenty to see and do here. So we're going to stay here the night. There's a car park opposite the windmill, so it's obviously a used place, an attraction, and there's a motorhome has already parked up when we've come here, so we're going to hunker down here the night. It keeps raining. But this behind me is on our doorstep, and there's loads of these structures as we drove up. So it's definitely interesting. I'm not too sure what they are, but we'll find out more as our time here continues. Very unusual. Literally stone's throw from the parking there. Don't get, this would be, you'd have to pay to come and see this, guys, in the UK. You'd have to. And this thing behind me, I'm not too sure what it is. Some kind of, it's I don't know. It's something satellite. So I don't know what it is, don't know what it means. But yeah, it's really interesting. Not that old. But, well, it's a chapel, I think. Have to do some more digging into them as well. Not digging, literally. But we'll have a look at the white crosses, because that's normally a symbol of war graves. So, yeah, we'll take a look at them. Just making my way up into the chapel. What an incredible place. Really, I can't put it into words, guys. I can't believe that we've just driven up here and there's no gates that you have to pay to get into. Places like this, you normally have to pay to get into. I'm not going to explore too much without Claire, because she'll be disappointed, and so will I, and have to do it all again. So yeah, let's see what she's up to. Hopefully it looks like the clouds are clearing a bit. So yeah, you can see where we are here. There's a pan around, doing it the long way here, guys. Free parking just there. So let's get a couple of pictures. What I thought might have been war graves, they aren't. They're I don't really understand what they are.
I'm not sure if it tells the tale of his death to his rising.
Oh.
And I think each cross is a part of that story. What I've seen so far.
Gotcha.
By the looks of it, these crosses tell the last days of Jesus, from when he was condemned to death, to meeting with his mother, to his sentencing, to carrying the cross, to Simon assisting him, and then eventually dying or being crucified, being entombed, and then rising again.
The Sanctuary of La Salette is a striking ensemble of buildings, paths and gardens built in response to the anti-clerical policy carried out in France from 1879. It was under the leadership of the parish priest that this picturesque complex was erected. The complex began in 1887 with the gardens depicting the scene of the apparition of the Virgin Mary to children in the Alps. The following year the monument and rosary is erected. The 16 upright columns built on the edge of a slope are the stations of the rosary. The ascent to the slope culminates in a turreted and terraced tower named the Triumph of the Cross, which also houses the small chapel of Notre Dame. At the top of the hill and closest to the car park is a dungeon-like building with a double staircase to the front. This is the newest of the sanctuaries and was erected in 1893 following a pilgrimage by the abbot to Jerusalem. This building houses a cross that was then taken by local pilgrims to Jerusalem and returned in procession in September 1893. This is a beautiful and intriguing site to wander around, photograph and stop at for a leg stretch, spot of lunch, or like us, a very peaceful overnight stay. The monuments and garden are free to look around, and the chapels are open between April and October. There are also picnic benches and dry toilets for public use.
Yeah, there's a tap there. Can you fill Freddie up? Holy water.
You'll sizzle in it.
I lost her in the castle. I saw her a minute ago and she's disappeared again. She's on one of those photography things. She's having a moment. Yeah, what a great find, guys. And the weather's now turned out beautiful. So maybe one day what we'll do is we'll seen plenty of books, but we'll put our greatest touring routes together. Like I said before, maybe we'll do one for the north of France. This Brittany adventure has been rather short, but there was a couple of places that myself and Claire really wanted to go to and have a look. Especially me, I really wanted to go and look at the U-boat pen in Saint-Nazaire. So that was the main drive behind this adventure, to be fair. And then as we were up in Brittany, I thought we'd do a little explore through France. And obviously, guys, if any of you are coming over here for the first time and you're unsure of where to go and you'd like a really good route, then get in contact and we'll help you out where we can. I'd say that we've especially down the west coast and central France, we've explored loads of that in the past. We've yet to do the far east of France, as in going towards the Alps. We've done it in a car, but we weren't recording. Well, we did record it, but we recorded on a camcorder, and yeah, maybe that footage isn't up to scratch for YouTube. That was many years ago, 15 years ago, something like that. But yeah, maybe we'll put an itinerary together, best routes.
It burns like a fire. This too shall pass. It
Many thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video,
Please like, subscribe.
leave a comment and we'll get back to you. If you would like to support the channel, please consider buying us a coffee. And if you would like access to our newsletter
Our What 3 Words park ups.
and photography locations, join the AVF memberships.
Full details of how to join can be found at buymeacoffee.com/AVFreddie
or follow the link in this video's description.
or on our other social media platforms.